Right then, so today Basingstoke Town host Northwood, the league leaders at Winklebury in an Isthmian South Central fixture. I cannot wait for this one. It's a massive game for us today. Gemma, first of all, your thoughts going into this massive clash?
Yeah, and I think it'll be a tough game, but I've got confidence in all the boys today. I think we can do it.
Yeah, definitely. Last week we done fantastic. We beat Chipstead 3-0. Brace of goals from Brad Wilson and a goal as well from George Reid. Plus we have, would you believe, 5 clean sheets in a row.
Lee Pye and Anton Rogers could also return from injury today.
And that could be a welcome return. Plus Marcio Neves is a week or so away back from injury, and so is DeAndre Brown. So hopefully we see them again very, very soon. But Northwood, to be fair, have struggled recently in the Isthmian South Central League games. They've won all 7 of their league games at the start of the term, but they have lost their last 2. But they did win on Tuesday against Ashford at home in the Middlesex Senior Challenge Cup, so that might just give them a boost to try and grab all 3 points today. And the visitors' top goal scorer is Sydney IB. He's Dutch born and he's scored 11 goals this term. He's going to be one to watch out for, and he's just 22 years old, and he's up there for the Golden Boot along with our very own Bradley Wilson. So bearing all that in mind, what's your prediction for today?
I'm going with the 2-1 win to Basingstoke. I think we can easily do it.
And I'm going 2-1 as well. I think they'll score a goal, will Northwood, today, at least one. And it could be that man IB, couldn't it? But I think we're too good though.
But if we continue on the way we're going, we should do it. It could be a walk in the park like Hanworth
Villa, yeah.
Well, they was on that unbeatable record and we went there and beat them.
We thrashed them, yeah. So who knows, anything could happen. But if you want to help this channel out, don't forget to hit like down below. It helps the channel algorithm massively, so always appreciate your support. And if you want to come watch these non-league vlogs, don't forget to hit subscribe down below and ring the notification bell to be notified when the latest vlogs go online. Well, with that, let's get going into the ground. So Dan, some great performances and results lately. How pleased are you with the turnaround in the results, leading to us pushing up the table a bit more and going into today's big game? So
yeah, we've done well. Obviously the clean sheet speaks for themselves, and defensively we've turned a real corner. Obviously today's a bit of a different test, coming up a really strong and resilient, organised Northwood side. So we're going to be challenging that fact. But to credit to the boys, we have turned the corner in that sense. Defensively, we've been much more resolute across the whole park, to be honest. It's not just been a back 4, and obviously we've been scoring goals at semi-will. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the boys, and performances have been spot on. But unfortunately, it's not the way football works, and you need to keep doing it.
So Northwood have struggled recently, 2 defeats in the last 2 league games. It's still going to be a tough game, isn't it? We've still got to be careful of them. It's going to be a tough test.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this league is fiercely competitive, and I think any loss can be taken with a pinch of salt, no matter where you are in the league, because it's there's no gimmies. It's all competitive. The bottom teams will beat top teams will beat bottom teams, and middle side teams will be doing the same. So it doesn't feel like there's any one team that's really kind of grabbed the reins yet to kind of lead in the same way that Bracknell did last year. We all anticipated it would be Leatherhead, but for whatever reason they never got going or haven't as yet. So yeah, it's going to be a real tough test against a good side, and a side that pretty much went unbeaten for the last 15-20 games of last season. So they've got a good side, so yeah, we'll absolutely have to be at it.
And lastly, I noticed the cap is still off. Will that be coming back anytime soon, or we?
For as long as we keep winning, it's staying off. Yeah, and the sun's shining, so it's not a problem. It is a bit of a bugger down that side because the sun does glare in your eyes. But no, I gave my one away to our Steve, and I've not found a better one to replace it with. So for the time being, it's off.
So the Basingstoke Town side to take on the league leaders Northwood. In goal is number 1 Mark Scott, number 2 Ben Mason, number 3 James Howarth, number 4 Stephen Brown, number 5 Scott Armsworth, number 6 Billy Upton, number 7 Bradley Wilson, number 8 James Clark, number 9 Ezio Torre, number 10 Ashley Artwell, and finally number 11 George Reid. On the bench is Brodie Pert, Callum Winchcombe, Dan Williamson, Nathan Smart and Anton Rogers. Come on, you Stoke.
Extremely strong, isn't he?
Actually doing corners there.
He's pulled 2 defenders out with him. Oh, is it post?
You see my touch would land down in the air and touch it.
I think you're
Basingstoke!
Come on, Mark.
So that's our first defeat in about 6 games now. It finished Basingstoke Town 0, Northwood 1. I'd say game of 2 halves really. I think first half was pretty boring from our point of view. In the second half it got a lot livelier, and I'm disappointed with the result, but overall I'm not angry with the performance. We played quite well at times in the second half. But Gemma, your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I think it was okay. But both of the teams had chances and we gave it our all, especially in the second half. Tried to get that equaliser for 1-1. But Ezio worked like really classy. He was off the post, and if that would have gone in, that would have been magical.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Like I said, the first half was a penalty to the visitors. That's what it was. It was a penalty today. And it was just a weird game. I think first half we were quite lacklustre. Second half a lot better. We hit the post. We had a good few opportunities, like you said, Ezio and that. But overall, I'm just disappointed in the result today. I think Northwood would be delighted with that performance. And they still remain, of course, top of the table.
Keep all your heads up, boys. It's only a 1-0, 1-0 loss. And we can keep going until next week. I'm sure we'll pick up our top form again.
And saying that, next game's not next week. Uxbridge are playing Tuesday in the Velocity Trophy at home to Binfield, and the winner of that is either home to Three Bridges or Sutton Common Rovers. It's not a game I don't think I'll be at, the Velocity Trophy. It's not something I'm really keen on, but we'll see what happens Tuesday night anyway. Just want to say fair play to Northwood fans. Only a few of them, about 7 of them weren't there, I think, or 5, but they made quite a bit of
Someone
noise.
said there was 4 of them, so...
Yeah, but they made a good atmosphere. They chanted a bit, and, you know, I like that when you get away teams, fans, you know, coming to make a bit of a noise. It's all great and part of the sport, really. So now let's take a look at the results in today's Isthmian South Central fixtures. Ashford Town 3, Mercham 2, Bedfont Sports 1, Southall 4, Hammerfiller 1, Marlow 2, Leatherhead 2, Chipstead 3. Ooh, Leatherhead still struggling, even with a Hayden Bird at the helm, it seems. South Park 3, Binfield 1, Fatcham Town 1, Sutton Common Rovers 2, Tooting and Mitcham 0, Westfield 2, and finally Walton and Hersham 3, Chertsey Town 2. So what does that do for league standings? Well, of course, Northwood remain top of the league table, 7 points clear ahead of second place Marlow, but Marlow do have a game in hand, so they could push it down to a 4-point lead for Northwood. Making up the playoff spots is Binfield, South Park and Ashford. Some surprise packages there in the playoff spots so far with South Park and Ashford. Basingstoke dropped down to 8th position after that, so that's dented our promotion hopes a little bit, but it is of course too early doors to really consider that. Right at the bottom is Mercham and Guernsey, so both of those sides are really struggling it seems, and Leatherhead and Bedfont Sports make up the relegation playoff areas. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like down below, it helps the channel massively, and if you want to carry on watch these non-league vlogs, don't forget to hit subscribe down below, and you know the rest what to do by now, I'm going to keep saying it. And if you want to binge watch some non-league football vlogs, then you've got the 22-23 playlist down in the description down below. But yeah, thank you for watching, and until then we will see you next time.